Hey there, everybody. I'm back with another video of the Return to Ravnica junk deck. I logged on a little earlier this morning and noticed that there would be a daily event in about an hour. And then I started chatting with Royal, the person that I got the deck list off of, and I've chatted with him over the last couple of weeks, getting his thoughts on the deck and the matchups, and I've changed it around a little bit as per his suggestions and a little bit of my own. We'll start off over here. We've got all these multicolor lands, and since we've seen you last, I've ended up actually cutting one Selesnya Guildgate and one Orzhov Guildgate, and then I've also went ahead and added one of each basic land. So now there's two of each basic land, and one of the reasons I want to do that is, although we are a three-color deck and our mana is very good, in the aggressive matchups, we had 18 lands that came into play tapped, and then 3 more that didn't produce a color for us on turn 2 or 3. And it was painful because you would have to take damage from your shock lands to get your Centaur Healers down or your Gatecreeper Vines down. So we've got all this. We're doing a test run today in the daily event, see how the mana works. And then we've got all of our removal spells. For Abrupt Decay, we've added a Golgari Charm to the main deck, because it does kill a lot of creatures out of the mono-red decks with the -1/-1. Regenerating your guys isn't terrible either. You can regenerate versus their blockers, you can regenerate versus a Supreme Verdict that might get you. Then we've got 4 Orzhov Charm, which, now that we have cut our Deathrite Shamans from the main deck, they really are just Vendetta. It's a 2-mana Vendetta now. And then Selesnya Charm, which produces 2/2 blockers, or makes your guys bigger, or will exile big fat guys. We've got those. Our mana fixing ramp are 4 Gatecreeper Vines and 3 Key Runes. They also help turn on Grove of the Guardian, which is a fantastic card. And then we've got 4 Centaur Healer, and something new that I'm trying here, as per Royal's suggestion, is Loxodon Smiter. He suggested a 4-3 split with Loxodon Smiter, but I want the training wheels of the life gain. And against the aggressive decks, which this is mostly for, a 3-3 is just as good as a 4-4. A lot of them don't run Annihilating Fire. They run Nisium Mortars, and it's going to kill either one. They both trade with Boros Reckoner and kill everything else. Obzedat is our win condition, and it's incremental life gain, which is fantastic. We've got less incremental life gain now that Deathrite Shaman is out of the deck. But one thing I noticed with Deathrite Shaman is that he was really only good in the later game, because in the early game, there's nothing really to target while you're playing your come-into-play tap lands. And then once you're in like turn 4, 5, and 6, you're just using all of your mana every turn. So we're going to try one without him. We've cut down to 1 Vizkopa Confessor. That's where the extra land came from. And I do like this card against Sphinx's Revelation, but sometimes it just gets countered. It's really slow. We really need a cheap discard spell in the format to make this deck ridiculous. And then we've got 4 Vraska. I keep trying to get up to her ultimate ability, but yeah, it doesn't work out. Usually she just eats 1 target and then gains you a bunch of life. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you get to eat 2 targets, or just threaten eating 2 targets. It's also really good against Attention Sphere, getting, something back out, and then, it's good times. And then onto our sideboard. We've got a pretty healthy amount for the aggressive decks. We want to bring in this Wasteland Viper, which has Death Touch and kills anything. We want to bring in these High Priests of Penances, which kill anything. We want to bring in this Trostani, which I'm a little hesitant to go down to 2 because it's really good when you draw them. And then Golgari Charm is here for the -1/-1 against those aggressive decks, which it ends up being pretty important. And then against mid-range and control, we've got 4 Angels, and we do pretty well in the Angel Wars. With our Selesnya charms and Orzhov charms, we can win the Angel Wars. On top of the fact that Obzadot can't be hit by their Angel. And then we've got 3 Underworld connections, which are kind of our version of Sphinx's Revelation. Instead of playing it on like turn 7 or 8 and tapping all of your lands, you play it on turn 3 or 4 and tap all your lands, and then just, you lose 1 land drop, but you get to draw 2 cards a turn. And against the Sphinx's Revelations deck, your life total usually isn't too important, so you actually do get to draw 2 cards a turn without it significantly affecting you. But that's it. I'm just going to pause until we hit round 1, and we'll see you guys for that. Hey, so we're back for round 1 of the daily event with Rock versus Skite. And lucky us, we won the die roll, so yes, we're going to play first. So I kind of like this hand in the dark. We have a turn 3 Centaur. We can make a charm, and we've got 2 Vraskas. All we need to do is draw a couple of lands. I would not like to take a mulligan. This hand seems pretty good. Let's see what we're up against. So we're going to play the Selesnya charm at the end of his turn to make a 2/2 to get some pressure on the board. Against this deck we have pretty good amount of time. We do need to start drawing some lands though for our big 5 drops. We've got a bit of a board presence. A Boros Reckoner would be terrible for us. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a untapped white source. Oh, well, we're not going to get it. We're just going to get a Centaur Healer. Jace is pretty good. So we're going to attack the Jace. And we're going to play the Centaur Healer. And hope to draw an untapped land to blow up Jace, because I'm pretty sure he's going to Supreme Verdict this turn. Or not. So we did not draw land. Okay, Sphinx's Revelation for 2. He must have another one in hand if he's willing to burn that. So he takes the Supreme Verdict and Counterflux. And I'm actually going to return my Centaur Herald to my hand. And really hope that we rip a land. Come on, land. Not a land. Oh no, I tapped the wrong thing. Oops. There's a mistake for you. That's why you should always click the card before you tap your mana. We keep drawing, like, useless cards. There we go. So, okay. We're not in the best shape. He has a lot of mana, and he has counter spells. Well, we just gotta start throwing out spells here. Get him to use up his counters. We'll start with Vraska since we have two. Now we're going to go for this Viscopa Confessor. See if we can't drag it. Oh, okay. There we go. Ugh. So we're going to go for the full 9. We're gonna be risky. And we're gonna take out the Mizzium Mortars. So he does have an Izzet Charm. Okay, now he does not have an Izzet Charm. So we're gonna slam the Vraska and hope it sticks. Actually, let's see here. We go 1, 2, 3. Get a Plains. 1, 2, 3. And then we're leaving ourselves open to Supreme Verdict. Yeah, we're gonna try for Vraska. Oh, and he drew a counter spell. Oh no! Dig! Sweet. Let's go ahead and destroy this Reckoner, and then swing in for a bunch of damages. 6 to be precise. Alright, so things are looking pretty good. He couldn't Supreme Verdict here. And then possibly play a live Sky Knight? Yep. So let's see, if we play this Gatecreeper Vine, and go get a Forest. Oh, now we can't play Obsidat. That was a mistake. So I'm alright with letting this Vraska die since we have another one in our hand. And that's a lot of cards. Alright, our Golgari Charm just got huge value. We also have a Selesnya Charm that we can run out. And barring that, we can kill an Angel of Serenity, which he's got to be getting close to playing. He has drawn a ton of cards. Oh, main phase revelation for 5. Let's make Obsidat happen. And then attack him for 4. And yes, we will flicker him out. So being able to resolve that Obsidat was pretty clutch. And here comes an Angel. So let's first exile his Angel, and then second try and blow up his Boros Reckoner with Vraska. And then we'll bash him in the face for 5. He could easily have Azorius Charm here. Yep, okay. That's fine. Sky Knight comes down, Boros Reckoner comes... Oh no, another Angel? This isn't good. This is not looking great. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to play our Key Rune. And then we're going to play Obsidat. And then I guess we're just going to flicker Obsidat out. We could be taking a lot of damage here. At least 5. Yeah, at least 5. Oh, geez, double Boros Reckoner. Alright, well, we're just gonna try and squeeze him out with Obsidat before we lose, I guess. He plays another Sphinx's Revelation. He's pretty much gonna close the door on us. So he takes the Mizium Mortars. He's probably gonna just wrap my team. So we'll make an 8-8 in response. Oh, and he has a detention sphere. Well, if he attacks with everything, he loses. Oh, that's not true. He could have an Azorius Charm. All right, we're doing it, kind of. No, we're not doing it. 5, 6, 9, 12. Yep, alright, so we lost game one. Pretty close. I mean, it helped that he drew like 30 extra cards than we did. But let's get in these Underworlds, and let's get in these Angels. And let's get out these 3 healers, or 4 healers, and this Golgari Charm, and then I suppose 2 key runes. And submit. Yes, I would like to play first. I like this. We've got a ton of land, and we've got one of our best sideboard cards. We're going to take some damage playing it on turn 3, but we are more than fine with that. It's going to allow us to start pulling way ahead in the game. So let's enchant our Guildgate, since we have 2 more Godless Shrines. Oh, and he has a detention sphere. Jace, that's no good. So I guess we have to take a boatload of damage here. We've got an Orzhov charm in the bank. So we'll kill this thing, extort for 1, attack for 1. Next turn we can kill the detention sphere and start drawing cards, or we can kill the Boros Reckoner. Or we can just get plain filthy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do it. We want to keep back, let's see, white, white, black, 1, black, and then that leaves us black green. Okay, so let's do this. White, black, black, white, 1. Obsidat. Black, green, abrupt decay. And, yeah. If you want to Azorius Charm my guy, I'm fine with that. Yes. I didn't attack because I don't want to have my guy Azorius Charmed. He's going to Revelation for 2. That seems pretty good for us. He has an Angel of Serenity in his hand, and he can cast it. So, luckily for us, we have this Selesnya charm. Alright, sweet. We get to bash in for 6, puts him at 3, and with this Abrupt Decay and his trigger, he should be dead. Yeah, we got there. Alright, on to game 3. We're on the draw. I don't think we really want anything. We're just going to submit. And we have a pretty good hand. We're going to go turn 3 Gatecreeper, it looks like. Now we're going to go turn 2 Gate Creeper. And we're going to get a Golgari Guild Gate. And then turn 3, we're going to pay 2 life for this Godless Shrine and make a Loxodon Smiter. He could blow us out with Syncopate. Alright, now turn 3, or turn 4, we'll play the Golgari Guild Gate, followed up by a Grove. And we've got Orzhov Charm open, as well as Vraska to slam on turn 5. So the elephant's taking nice big chunks out of them. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to play the Swamp, and I'm going to play the Viscopa. Alright, and we got a counterspell out of him, so he's got something he needs. Draw 2, discard 2. He gets rid of a land and a detention sphere. Wow, this elephant is doing a lot of work. So this turn we play Vraska, and now we can just start hammering out angels every turn. Yeah, I'm gonna play Angel. This way he has the Supreme Verdict. And if he does, I get my Viscopa back. So what do you got there, Skype? We got an angel. Okay. So we play the Grove, and then we kill this guy. And then we play Vraska and kill Jace. And hope he doesn't have a Sphinx's Revelation. What does he have? An Angel? So let's play the Vizkopa Confessor. And we don't want him to draw a counterspell. So let's exile this and extort him for 1. Next turn we can blow up his Angel or tuck his Angel under ours. Discards 2 lands. Alright, so now it's an easy choice of putting the Angel onto the table. And having an onboard Vraska is just good. See, we got the concession there. And seems pretty awesome. So I'll see you guys for round 2.